Hello everyone, I'm Emma from ABDA's Public Affairs team, and I'm going to share with you some of our top tips for how to lobby your MP. So at a time like this, when everyone is clamouring to get their voice heard, it's really important that travel businesses can speak up to ensure that our message gets across to both MPs and policymakers. And campaigning is a really important tool that we can use to lobby MPs and influence decision-making in Westminster and Whitehall. I would say now more than ever, MPs will be listening to their local communities to try to get a better understanding of how this global pandemic is affecting people's lives and businesses. So this is a fantastic opportunity to tell your MP how they can make a difference to you by getting in touch with your story. And often, taking part in a coordinated campaign can be a really good way to do this, whilst also being part of something bigger. And using an online template can be a good place to start your communication. However, I would recommend personalising your message to let your local MP know about your own circumstances. Where possible, you can do this by describing the impact that the crisis is having on your business and the way in which and the number of staff that have been affected. After all, it's the people behind the business that matter, and real stories do make real impressions. It's also, I would suggest, worth including some key industry asks to strengthen the call for government action. At the moment, ABDA is urging, for example, the government to support travel by providing additional grants for SME businesses, ongoing targeted salary support, and a temporary suspension of APD. So once you have your content ready, in terms of other tips and advice, although email is still the most used method of contact for MPs, they will often use other mediums to communicate with their constituents. For example, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are all really good ways to contact your MP too. And if in doubt, put pen to paper. A letter is always a good way to get in touch. Lastly, I would suggest it's important to remember to be persistent, but also patient, as MPs receive hundreds of emails and letters from constituents and other stakeholders every day. And finally, please do keep us updated when you hear back from your MP. It will help us to know who the industry supporters are and assist us with our own lobbying work. And as always, ABDA's Public Affairs team is here to help members to answer any questions or offer advice. Thanks.